Ryan Garcia, the boxer, and celebrities like him have received their constellation prize on this side. Okay? First, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shabbat Chanak, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Shalom, shalom to all you brothers out there, few sisters that tune in, that believe on the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, fighting for their faith. In transit lesson, relatively quick, I believe. I just want to kind of hit a point, something, I'm just kind of seeing through the spirit, especially with this Ryan Garcia, but really, we can use this for all these celebrities, so-called celebrities, idols, if you will. They've been propped up as demigods in this society. The giants of this society, if you will. The exalted people, the exalted amongst our people in this world, which those that are exalted in this world are wicked. They're evil. Okay, because the powers that be are really started with Satan. Satan is not going to allow you to make it in this world unless you bow down and you worship him, essentially. And that's fulfilled through, the lust of the flesh, pleasing the flesh. But even deeper, doing sacrifices to these different gods, going through different seances, diving into witchcrafts. We've all know the stories about Hollywood, about entertainment, which entertainment means to distract and to entangle. Okay, so you can glean a lot of that from that industry. Okay, the movie industry, all that. Athletes, prize fighters, right? Blood sports. Basically, I just had it in my mind. The gladiators. Okay, of this time. Okay, same thing that was going on back during the time of ancient the Greco-Roman Empire, was another indicator that this is Rome all over again. But kind of honing on Ryan Garcia, a boxer, and he beat Devin Haney, and silenced all the haters. I guess that's all boxing is about. Pumping up the fight. You got two opposing forces. One side say I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. The other side says the same thing. Only one individual comes on top most of the time, unless there's somewhat of a draw. But especially in this case, he pretty much knocked him out, TKO. I believe it. I didn't watch the fight. I seen a clip. I didn't really. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. But this is in the spirit of my observation. Remember when I did a lesson on it. Brothers did a lesson on it. He came out. People thought he was crazy when he was speaking about, the child sacrifice that he saw. He saw a lot of different things. They raped him when he was young. He was so-called exposed in the industry, which he didn't say any names. He did all these rants. He tuned in with Alex Jones. He spoke about Bohemian Grove. He spoke about, so-called Illuminati, how, look what they're doing to the kids. I'm not crazy. Free Palestine. All type of crazy things. Like he was getting ready to expose the elites. He's going to go hard. He was going to say to hell with these people. And he did that for a couple of days. He went on Twitter rants, which I believe a lot of that got deleted. He went on a rant. He bugged out. They said, he said that they tied him down and made him see what made him watch bad things get done to children, which that was nothing but a seance. That was nothing but a sacrifice. And whether him bugging out saying what he had to say was scripted or not, right? Or that was part of it. They, things are gonna slip out, right? But that's not the point. All right, but he got that far to where he was doing the seances, the sacrificing, and I guess, who knows, maybe he bit off too much he can chew. Maybe he bugged out what he had to see, to get that far. All right, and then he ends up beating Devin Haney, and now all the videos of him, all right, is enjoying living his best life. And sports cars, dancing, singing. He just bought his woman $1.2 million diamond ring. You see what I'm saying? All the talk of we gonna get these people that are harming the children. We gonna expose these these individuals that are in power. We gonna take I'm fighting for truth, Jesus Christ. All that was out the window. Let me get this scripture. Slacky for the rant. Okay, bear with me. The sun beaming hell in my eyes. Give me a second. Right? All that was thrown out the window. So was he allowed to win? Was that scripted? Is this him getting back to heaven? Because he did lose against Gervonta. Okay, but now he's back on top. He beat a top guy. Let me bring this out. This is Matthew 16. Discipleship is costly. And this is why you can't trust what any of these celebrities say. Because if they were truly against the grain, they would be X'd out. They would, Esau will come and get them, because they take a blood oath not to reveal certain things. Okay, and individuals that reveal certain things, it doesn't go good for them. And then certain people are meant to come out and say certain things. The revelation. Look up the revelation of the method. Discipleship is costly. This was the blue letter entitled, the subtitle here in Matthew 16 and 24. Discipleship is costly, and he's a disciple of Jesus Christ. That's what he says. He's a lover of Jesus Christ. Okay. Then said Yahushua, we know him as Yahushua, unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So basically, you can't be a top entertainer in this world. All right, because you have to realize, and you have to know that in order to be within that realm, you have to do all manner of abominations. Okay, and maybe you don't do them and out in front of people. You still have to push a certain agenda. You still have to say certain things. You still have to be politically correct. You have to go with the grain, right? Like the 2020 with the jump shots. You had to say, yeah, I'm going to do it if you wanted to continue in this society. So it's going to be the same thing with the MOTB. These celebrities are going to be the first ones to take it, because they love money and they love their position. But when you follow Yahushua, you can't have the love of money. I'm gonna have to get that in Matthew 6. We have time too, about mammon. Basically, you can't serve two masters. Let me continue. So you gotta deny yourself, and when you're in that realm, and you get to a certain amount of money, you gotta do a certain amount of things. If you want to touch 20, 30, 40, 50 million, you gotta do things. Okay? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. So everybody has a, especially in that realm, right? Let's speak with that realm, but in general, especially when the MOTB comes out, it's all going to be manifest. Everybody's going to have a choice whether they want to keep their life on this side or lose their life. And especially when the hour of temptation comes, your life is going to actually be in the crosshairs. If you buck up, you could possibly lose your bullshit life, really, because we know this thing living. But to an individual that's of this world, when you look at these celebrities in the lifestyle they live, everybody dreams to live like that, especially the Israelites, because so-called blacks, man, Native American, you grow up broken homes. A parent could be on drugs. Childhood trauma. The hood. You live in the hood. You never been in a Bugatti, owned a Bugatti. You never lived in the hills. You never rubbed shoulders with the elite. You never been in people give you accolades, and they give you pretty much vainglory. They give you the praises, and hey man, that praise of men, that's a hell of a drug. That's a hell of a drug. Okay, for men to praise you and for you to accept that praise, even though you're a piece of shit, you feel good. People giving you that praise, people, you get opportunities just because of what you do, who you are, right? That's totally contrary to coming into this truth. We decrease and we magnify Yahushua. Like Paul spoke about that. He must decrease. Okay? For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. See? So we lose our life. Our life is hid with Yahushua, as the scriptures say. So when he returns, that's when our life begins. And that's an inconceivable, concept, to this world. Right? The scriptures speak about if you are a friend of this world, right? The Most High has enmity against you. Okay, he's against you, but Satan is for you. So you'll get blessed in this society. When you get down how the wicked elite get down. When you rub circles with lesser luminaries. When you're in that realm of secrecy. Where in order to prosper in this society, because the wicked man is in rule, you have to do what he does. Okay? And everything is clouded in secrecy. Alright? And blood oaths mean blood in, blood out. It's like the mafia. Okay? Give me a second. I don't know what's going on here, man. It is what it is. Okay? Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Bear with me. Give me 1 second. I gotta do. That might even be worse. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Right. It says, Salakia. For what if a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Meaning, you give your life to this world, and Paul spoke about it, how they do it to obtain. Let me get that, to obtain a corruptible crown. 1 Corinthians. Let me get that. 1 Corinthians 9, if I'm not mistaken. We exercise righteousness and discipline, okay, and suffer, okay, for the incorruptible crown. They do it for a corruptible crown. Right? This is 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Okay, just like athletes gonna go into, just like athletes, they exert themselves Okay, they have self-discipline. And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate, disciplined in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we incorruptible. See, we do this to obtain an incorruptible crown. Meaning, we're not excited by the praise of men. We're not excited by the millions of Federal Reserve notes, or even if they gave gold. We're not excited about those things, because those things are all temporal. Those things are all corruptible. Okay, they can be here one moment and they're gone the next. What we're striving for is something that's eternal. Okay, eternal glory, eternal riches, and power. Because all these celebrities, they have masters. Okay, and it's evident in the way that they speak. Okay, who they can't speak against. Okay, well, they can't even spend their money on. They have money managers, and then you already know small hats. They can't just spend their money on what they want. They can't invest their money in what they want. Okay, they're bound by adhesion contracts to the small hat. Well, you had Prince that was telling you that. You had Michael Jackson that was telling you that. They both got, they not here no more because of that. You got several artists. Kanye West recently, he was coming out talking about these people that really control you, and they make more money off of you. They own you. They own your brand. Like Adidas is still selling those shoes, Yeezys, and that's all based off of Kanye West. But they own that. Right? I therefore, verse 25. Let me read that again. And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. For example, Ryan Garcia, all the, long, and I boxed all the way into my 20s. Okay, since a young child, my dad got me into it. Right, he was my coach. His coach coached me first, and then he coached me several years. So I know the level of dedication that you have to have in the sport of boxing, and the long hours, and you pretty much give up your whole life to pursue that that realm, that profession. And that's essentially what we do. Like my pops, and even amongst boxing, you got to eat, sleep, and dream boxing. Meaning your whole life has to be centered around this sport. Okay, in this case, we're speaking about the truth. Our whole life is the truth. So we discipline ourselves. Spiritual training, if you will. Okay? Abstain. A boxer has to abstain from things, all in hopes of getting that big deal. Knocking out the right guy, getting the right promotion. And there's a lot of politics within that. You just can't get. You're just not gonna be. You might be the best guy, but if you're not tapped in with the right promotion, you're not gonna go nowhere. If you're not bowing down to the right guys, you're not gonna go nowhere. Okay, so it's very political, which that's in everything. Okay, of course you got to have the raw talent. Bear with me. I need to go over here. Okay. I therefore run not as uncertainly, because we know what we're fighting for. So fight I not as one that beateth the air, okay? But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, which goes right back to what we just read in Matthew the 16th chapter. Okay, about losing your life. Subjection means under the rule. Sub meaning under, jection meaning rule. You can't just be going around doing whatever you want to do. You can't live your life like a celebrity. You can't even live in hopes and dreams of coming into that realm. Do you know the things that you got to do to be part of that realm, man? Okay. You got to do some very, very Okay, some very, very nasty things, man. Okay, some very, very nasty things to be part of that realm. All right, and he got introduced to that, so he did all that. Okay, and that rant. It could have been fake. It could have been real, but it could have been fake at the same time. All right, all distractions. A lot of things gonna slip out. Okay, but hey, it seemed like he went through it, and now he's living his best life. Now he forgot all those things. Now it's smooth sailing. Now he's living on top of the world. Okay, he has received his constellation prize. Least by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Let me go back to. Bear with me. Let me go to Matthew 16. Just bear with me. I'm just driving. Matthew 16 and 26 again. It says, For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And in this world, like Gervonta Davis as well, all these boxers, but all these celebrities, they do the same thing. It's the same rituals. If you want to be a streamer, right? If you want to be a top streamer, if you want to have a certain level of YouTube, if you want to have a certain level of views and influence, you got to tap in. Then you get to rub shoulders with celebrities, with top media influencers, with people that are in that realm, and you get to make that big money. But you have to give up your soul, if you will, meaning you got to sell out. Okay. Cat Williams too. They all got to be part of that thing. Okay. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with the angels, and then shall he receive. And then he shall reward every man according to his works. So, individual like that, he's going to be rewarded with hellfire. Okay. Jesus is going to fail during that time, because they're going to do everything that pretty much the Lord said don't do under the guise of Christianity. Because that's all Christianity is Satanism disguised as righteousness. That's all that it is. Okay. And the lifestyle that these fake Christians live, and then you got the so-called all these jakes going to Islam. It's all bullshit. Let me just finish up here, man. It's all bullshit. So Yahushua, when he comes, not Jesus, he's going to actually give a reward. So there's going to be a reward for the righteous. Surely there is a reward for the righteous. Okay. Let me get this. Okay. So individuals like him, they've received their consolation prize. Okay. They got what they truly wanted. This is why you train so goddamn hard, and you give up certain things. Okay. And then when you get to that stage, then it's game time. Now you got to play. Now, do you really want it? Now that you're here, you've been training and disciplining. This is what you dreamed of your whole life. Now, hey, you got to do this. Hey, it's going, let's just do it. And they do it. Matthew 16 and 60. So whoever his handlers were, they calmed his ass down. Okay. They got him prepped for that fight. They probably did the seance so he could win the fight, get back on top. And now it worked. So now that he's done it. He's seen what he's seen. He ain't talking about the children no more. He cut all that out. Now he's in his Audi A8, $100 and some $1,000 car, $200,000 sports car. He bought his girl, a $1.2 million ring, the best of the best. He's buying, he's living that lavish lifestyle. He got his check. With these celebrities, they blow that check very quick. A lot of it goes to taxes. Shit, you might get 30% of that check. You might, depending on your deal. So it say maybe 30 million. He's not really getting 30 million. Maybe you get $8 million. The rest go to taxes. The rest go to your camp, right? Your management, okay. Matthew 6 and give me a second. I mean, I can start up by laying not yourself treasures on heaven, and that's essentially what these individuals do. Because what happens to these celebrities? They all have one end. Okay, and the Most High is gonna burn all these celebrities that are here in America. They're gonna get burned with fire. So what did that small season of sin do for you? What did it actually do for you? It did nothing for you. Instead of worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai. And see, that's the spirit that the Most High gave us, the Wadi Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, for doing that. Because some of us had that, that ability to get in that realm. And that realm would have defiled us. But I want to get right. Let me just go to the point. I'm going to close it. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one, so either you with the Lord, okay, or you with Satan. There is no other, and that's Satan has tricked you, because there is no other option. It's either the Lord or it's Satan, okay, and you choosing Jesus Christ, that's Satan, because Jesus Christ allows you to do whatever the hell you want to do. It's all a front. You know how these Christians are, holier than thou. But these are some of the most demonic people on the planet Earth, and we know because we grew up as Christians. We grew up amongst that we grew up in the church for the most part, all of us. Right? No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and mammon. So what happened to the children? What happened to you going exposed? What happened to hell with fuck all this shit? I don't care about none of this. What happened to all that? Now he living his best life. He's smiling. He won. Not only won, but he humiliated his opponent. Okay, he's living on cloud 9. All the ladies want him. He got the beautiful girl. He got the he's living the life. But now all the bad things that he was speaking about and him seeing, now he's not speaking about these things anymore. Because really, what do these celebrities and for the most part our people, what do they love more? They love money. Okay. Let me get another precept. And that mammon is money. Okay. This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, and this is an adulterous generation. Okay. Straight up physical adultery and spiritual adultery, which is idolatry, which our people are heavy into idolatry, worshiping these different idols and gods, and to achieve that level of celebrity, that level of status, you got to be a high level idolater. Okay, the people in that realm, they know where power comes from. It comes from the left hand side. Power doesn't come from Jesus Christ. Okay, if you want to live that lavish lifestyle, you got to worship a form of Satanism. You got to worship some type of deity. You got to give reverence to that deity. Okay, if you want to make it big, you got to do certain sacrifices. You got to participate in sexual magic. Okay, just like when you read about Yahushua when he fasted, when Satan came. Satan basically said, bow down and worship me, and I'm going to give you everything that you want. I'm going to give you these kingdoms. Okay, but you got to worship me. Okay, so that's what our people are doing when they pretty much bow down and start worshiping these deities, start joining hand in hand with the small hat, especially the small hat. Start practicing, all right, these ancient forms of witchcraft, and what happens? They actually start to see a benefit from it. They actually see a benefit. They actually experience a benefit, and then it backfires on them. Okay. Give me a second. Just get some parking, and we'll be done. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. So he was with all Jesus. Jesus would be the so-called Jesus. Jesus will actually be against this world. Okay, so I'm gonna close there. I'm at camp now. So until next time, shalom to the elect.